Alright, so let's replace this brick now. I've replaced about 20 or so bricks, so I've got a little bit different advice than the first part. So again, make sure you wear some type of glasses. You don't want any of the sand in your eyes. So there is a couple little tricks here. Let me go ahead and, now because this is broken, I know that if I pick from here, this is likely to chip off. So I've been kind of going from the opposite end if I can. Ooh. You can see, you can work this one up. This one's a little bit easier. So that's nice. Alright. You can see here it's really starting to crumble. So if I hit this, you can see it's just falling apart, as it's likely to do after 20 years old. Now what I want to do is try and get all this dirt out of here, because obviously dirt promotes weeds and we don't need that stuff. Alright, so clean this up like that. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is, other than sitting down, it's a little difficult one-handed here, is put some sand in the foundation. Here's some of the kind of lessons learned that I've been working with. First, I got a good idea of how much sand I need. So what I do first is spread it around like so, and then I use my fingers to press around the edges where the cracks are, all around the perimeter. And I'm doing that to make sure that it seals a little better. But like you see here, I just push a little bit, and then that works, I think, quite well. I noticed that get things a bit more sturdy. And then, because I have this great tool, hence the brick, I don't need to try and flatten it with my spade or something. I use this guy. And what's really neat about this is I'm just hitting it like this, and you can see the difference between flat and not flat. But more importantly, as I'm hitting it down, I can kind of feel if it's angling this way or this way. So, and I can do so just like that. It just takes a little practice. Difficult to communicate what I'm feeling over the camera. And then you can see there's a void here, right? So there's not enough. So I'll just take some, sprinkle some. It doesn't need to be specific. And then just kind of repeat the same process. Yeah, works well. So the next thing that I'll do, so that's tip number 2. Then tip number 3 of 3 is I just lay one side down, and I've noticed it's a pretty good indicator if I think it's flat. And then I'll lay the other side down. You can see it sinks in just a little bit there. So take a little bit more, push it there, and then again I will use brick to flatten it out. Do a quick little test again. Better. There we go. So now that's laid quite well, quite sturdy. Then I'll just take sand, and what I've been, now this is wet, not intentional because it rained, but so this might be slightly different when it's dry, I've noticed, more powdery. But then I've been putting it all around the perimeter here. So you're going to want to wear some gloves. You don't want to use your hand doing this, or you're likely to lose some epidermis. And I've just been pushing it through as much as I can. I'm not sitting here trying to be perfect at it, but putting enough grain around the perimeters, following my hand nice and tough to try and get it locked in there. I don't want it to move on me. I will later on put this sand when it's completely dry around my entire front patio, but for right now I don't want any dirt and seeds, because with my luck I'll get that dang thistle, and nobody likes to get pricked, much less dealing with a prick. So there we go. So hopefully that little extra advice helps go through. And one more done. Thanks for watching.